Hey, it's LaDawn. Happy Mother's Day. So I wasn't supposed to go live until later, right? I guess I got some happened and it's kind of crappy. I'm gonna be okay. Talked to my husband about it. He was like, "Look, it's your wake up call," and I'm like, "Wake up call from what?" Like, but I get it. Anyway, if you hear this little noise in the background, it's because I'm at work. Um, but I was doing my journaling and something came across my mind.
There are any pages on the board right now for
I
the
can
third floor?
make a statement of everything that glitters ain't gold. And I said that because I saw something earlier. I saw somebody earlier. Hey to whoever came here. I saw something earlier. I pulled up to this nice little truck or whatever, and I was on the phone with my daughter, and I'm like, "Dang, that is gonna be me one day." And then I started laughing. I'm like, you know what? Probably not, because I'm cheap as fuck. And that's the truth, because all that glitters ain't gold. I remember was a point in time when I used to see people with better cars than me, especially after I started in my career and I knew like they wasn't doing what I was doing, or just in general, even if I wasn't sure. But I would see people with nice cars or whatever, and I would get so like discouraged or, feel so uncomfortable with my own skin because it was like, why can't I do that? Oh, I messed up my credit, or I did this, or I'm doing that. And now a lot of it is the truth. I'm cheap. But most important, everything that glitters ain't gold. Um, we put so much thought and effort and stock into putting all our effort into gaining the material, um, and working on the outside. Meanwhile, we still tore up from the flow up on the inside. You see, I walk around in certain outfits and my uniform is, and people can see me and know what it is with me, right? I got 4 minutes and I'm serious. That's that I kept saying that. But then they'll see me go to my car or look at my shoes or something, and they'll look at me in a weird way, like, because I've gotten to the point that a car is a car is a car. Okay, shoes are shoes are shoes. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That is so true. Um, and it's nothing wrong with having nice things, but it is something wrong when you tear yourself down so much because you feel like you don't have what the next person has. Now, let's be honest. But when it come to cars, we know a lot of people that got co-signers. We know a lot of people that got a $25,000 car paying a five, six, $700 car note. That damn show ain't glittering. You know, go ahead. You know, even when it come to these houses, um, I remember I was reading something because y'all know I'm a Buddhist, and it was talking about how we suffer. It's one of the things of a suffering is our desires. We constantly want more. So they gave this a way to look at it is when you live in a house, you got a nice house, and you own it, and then somebody move across the street, they buy a house across the street, and then they fix it up. So now you end up looking at them like, you got the Saudi jealous face because they done bought this house or buying in this economy, and you know what I'm saying. And you looking at everything that's glittering for them, and so you start fixing your house up, and it ain't nothing wrong with your house. But these new people with their new house, new used house, uh, is bothering you with your new used house, right? In the sense, and that's exactly how they said new used, both of them. But you'll go ahead and put more money on your back by refinancing to fix the house, or what ain't really that wrong with it. And it talks about how that becomes suffering, because then what ends up happening is now you got refinance, you got all this extra money to start paying again, and so now you got to work overtime and work more, work harder to make the money to repay for something you already had. That's suffering. How? Because wasn't nothing wrong with your house, baby. Just like ain't nothing wrong with that car. Ain't nothing wrong with your booty. Ain't nothing wrong with your titties. You might have a little belly fat, and unless the doctor says it's gonna kill you, it ain't nothing wrong with that. Okay? It ain't nothing wrong with none of those things. It's not. Ain't nothing wrong with the iPhone you got if it ain't broken, falling apart. It's nothing wrong with having that mediocre man that get up and go to work. Yes, more. Yes, yes. Ain't nothing wrong with him going to work, baby. If he paying the bills, he helping you out, he laying that pipe. What else do you want? Okay, he might not be a Shamar Moore or Morris Chestnut or Idris Elba. Lord, that's a fine old man right there. Might not be none of them, no. But you'll end up messing up what you got to go get one of them, and then boom, you ain't got nothing. Same things with these fellas. Ain't nothing wrong with her having an extra belly fat or them narrow thighs, they ain't wide. You know what I'm saying? Why is it you been with this chick all this time and she always been this way, but now it ain't good enough? Or she good enough for one thing and not for the other, but then you go and get that and it ain't all this cracked up to be. That's that twinkle in your eye, ain't it? Let me tell you something. It was funny how I said that today, talking about how cheap I am, because I am cheap. And I'm cheap when it comes to being materialistic. I'm cheap when it comes to saying I just gotta have that Michael Kors purse. It's $700, whatever. I don't know. Never bought one. Because see, I'd rather have a $70 purse with $630 in it than to have a $700 purse with nothing in it. I'd rather drive this little beat up 2012 that I got. And yes, I'm saying it, knowing that I ain't gotta pay a car note. My insurance is super cheap, and it get in it, roll. I got air conditioning, all that, just like a brand new one. Me and my babies pack on up in this little piece of car, and we ride out. And we done took a little couple of little trips in this 2012 in the past 2 years, so it's nice. It's a nice gesture. It's a nice idea. You know what I'm saying? But what at what cost? When instead of paying this high card note, I could be putting money away for my kids, putting money away for my retirement, or taking my kids to go somewhere and do something. I think they appreciate riding in mommy's little beat up car to go on a nice family vacation, even if it was a day or weekend trip, versus riding in mommy's right nice car around the corner up to Walmart and to Applebee's. Let's be honest, you ask your kids what would they rather have, the nice car or a nice vacation.
Hey, Grace.
He getting on my nerves up in here. But yeah, that was just something to ponder. They get that twang, that little sparkle, that glitter out your eye. And remember this: once glitter get on you, it's
Grace?
hard to get it off. It is. I mean, how hard is it to get glitter away from you? Whether it's on your clothes, your skin, like you take 12 showers,
Take a phone call from our scheduler.
and you'll still have glitter on you. And you're like, damn, I should have never wore that outfit, or I should have never put that eyeliner on. I should have never hugged that bra with all that stuff on her face. For real.
This
I,
is Grace.
this little old lady about to fall trying to
So
walk
I have
this
a phone
dog.
line for you.
But yeah, everything that glitters ain't gold.
For me?
Everything that sounds good ain't always
Yep, for
good.
our scheduler.
And don't compare yourselves to others,
For
because
who?
you don't know what sacrifices they making
For Grace from our scheduler.
just to have what they have. You
Oh, for
really
the
don't know.
schedule? Yep. Would
Seriously.
you like me to send her back to you?
You just never know.
I'm
Don't
trying to
worry
put this
about
front
it.
desk. Okay, I'll go to the front desk. Hold up.
You know, and the moment you
Okay.
get comfortable, and this is from my personal experience, once you get comfortable, then you start seeing all those things that you thought were important weren't really not. And then when you really focus your mind on what is really important, all the stuff that you thought was important just start falling in your hand. I ain't gonna lie. It just starts falling in your hand. You know, I remember when I used to work all these hours just to make a certain amount of money because it was important to have that money at that time. And when I sat down and said, okay, I'm gonna do something for my career, and then I'm gonna just sit down and just move differently.
Hello, nurses aide. I am in 3408. Can you grab 3406 for me?
Jeez, what's the fucking price? Um, when, as I was saying, when I switched the game up and started moving differently, that little money I used to be trying to work extra hard to get, it started falling in my lap. I started viewing myself better. I started making better career decisions. I started picking jobs that were more fitting for me and not picking jobs that paid the most. If that makes sense. I leveled up my education in a cheap way. Cheap. I paid for classes. I did a lot of things to change. So now I'm making what I need to make in a comfortable way, and I'm not losing a lot of time for my family. I pretty much at this point work when I feel like working. Child, let me tell you something. All right. Yes, I'm going to leave that up for the rest of this video. Okay. Because that is, baby. Right. Right. Yes. That's what it is right there. Man, you better tell them. You know what I'm saying? Messing around with all this glitter, this fake gold. What around here with all this fake gold and skin turning green and stuff. Toe it from the floor up. Toe up from the floor up. But you can't tell them nothing. You know what I'm saying? You're a hater. You got no self esteem. You don't get. Let me tell you something. I'll buy an outfit from Shein and rock it like I just bought it off the strip in some Miami boutique. Okay, I sure will rock a $20 outfit like I paid $2,000 for it, and don't think nothing of it. Cause it ain't the garment; it's who's wearing the garment. I remember when I used to be like, oh, see shoes or whatever, they be the baddest shoes, expensive, whatever, whatever. I gotta have them. And for myself and definitely others, I see them shoes. Okay, I get these shoes and can't keep them on longer than 30 minutes. And I go get some old cheap little rinky dink shoes. You know what I'm saying? And some people like, because man, it's a certain blah 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 girl. Bye, shut up. Go ahead. I done seen and heard plenty of people talk about red bottoms, like how they be feeling like they done got blisters all on their heels and toes. And look, because it ain't about that. It ain't about that. If you can afford it and that's what you want to do, fine. But it's too many of us out here that can't afford that kind of stuff that want it, and we go get it, but we don't need it. You know what I'm saying? We don't need it. We do not need it. You know, sitting up from around with that glitter child. That made my night because I was having a crazy time at work. It's just a lot going on. Sitting around with them damn fancy heels on, and then they toes looking toe up for the next 2 3 months with all them scales and scabs on them for one night of flossing. Now your foot ugly, possibly permanently. That nigga wasn't even studying them damn shoes. Well, nobody studied them shoes but you, your friend, and the next insecure bitch that was looking at you. Them niggas wasn't studying them damn shoes. I'm gonna tell you now, the niggas don't care. Yeah, a man like a well-grown woman. Okay, men do, but they don't care. They don't care if you got red bottoms on or if you got them damn Walmart brand shoes with the red bottoms on the bottom. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, it don't make a difference. If anything, it's gonna turn him off because if he knows that you are a $30,000 chick wearing red bottom shoes, in his mind, you are a problem. You can't afford that. You better go to Nine West and get you some $60 shoes. But you what you doing with red bottoms on? But they ain't ready for that. Child, they ain't ready for that. You sitting up here with a $3,000-$4,000 outfit on to kick it in Miami for the weekend, but you barely clearing 30,000 a year, and you work full time, overtime. You the problem, boo. And fellas, and you ain't no better buying $265 pair of Jordans, right? Stepping the motherfuckers into your mama and your grandmama's basement to go to bed every night. A real woman is not impressed. You're a problem. And I know women like, no, my man got to have the flyest tennis shoes. Okay, he can have some of the flyest pair of tennis shoes. He should not have all of the flyest pair of tennis shoes because then that lets you know that something is not getting paid. My husband got Jordans, right? He only put them shoes out when we go somewhere. His everyday regular smuggler is not no J's. I be like, babe, why you don't put some? He's like, look, I keep on my little piece of work clothes because you never know when that side hustle gonna call, baby. Okay, weed ain't even the only thing. Let's see, I got 5 minutes. I can still 5 more minutes. You got to talk about, we got to factor in weed, these popping pills, all this alcohol drinking, the expensive spending, talking about banning all these video games. Girl, bad. Yes, yes, facts. That's the problem. Ain't nobody impressed. I'm going to tell you now. You can dead know that. Ain't nobody impressed with that. I get more compliments off my facial piercings than what I would. They're like, that's a nice nose ring. Did that hurt? Oh, is that what's that? Is that a real diamond? Mm-mm, but it's still cute. Did that hurt? I like your hair. That hair color fits you. I got locks that I've been growing for almost 2 years, and I started off with a short hair. I would have very short hair. I get my hair done once a month. It's like $80. I get more compliments on my natural locks than I ever have gotten with any type of hairstyle I've had, especially if I added hair to it. Baby, let me tell you. The worst thing they could have did was tell me to get my ass on here and just start talking. Because I got jokes for days. And I'm going to attract people who have jokes for days. And I ain't perfect. And I have a bad speech problem. And I just be rambling and mixing my words up. But you get the point. Or we just going to laugh at it. But I'm going to tell you something. I'm 38 years old. I'm too old to be playing with glitter. And I really ain't too impressed by gold. I want some antique ivory type shit. Something that's going to last forever. I want something that's going to last longer than me at this point. Because glitter ain't shit and gold is cheap. Oh my goodness. I heard an older white lady say that shit. And I was like, what? She must have knew she was talking about. She was paying $10,000 a month to live in an assisted living facility. And had been there when I was working there for like 10 years. Do the math. She was still driving and everything. She was just old and lonely. Do the math. That's what I'm on. These people they ain't gonna want me to come back to their little piece of facility no more. I guess they didn't know that I do what I want to do. That's why I'm a travel nurse. I just told them myself yesterday. I told y'all I was a housekeeper. Tomorrow I'll probably be the receptionist. Don't worry about it. It's a job. Let me say that again. It's a job. The housekeeper job is more just as important as mine. So is the receptionist. And the hardest fucking worker in the healthcare field is the STNAs, the CNAs, and the home health aides. And we ain't gonna throw too much shade on the dietary people too. The nurses need the STNAs. The nurses need the STNAs. The doctors need the nurses. Hell, the nurses need the housekeepers. The nurses need the annoying ass receptionists. We need those people. And they need us. The people we care for all need us. Child, somebody can have them kids sometime. I was just FaceTiming them, and I'm hurry to get back in here. I was FaceTiming them and tell my little one that she needed to take a shower, right? And so I said, go ahead and take your shower so then you can eat. She's like, but I usually like to eat first. And I'm like, well, your dad's barbecuing, so it's gonna take a little while, and plus he was busy. And so she's like, oh man, come on. And I'm like, girl, if you don't shut up before I shut your phone down early, she's like, Mom, really? Girl, bye. I'm FaceTiming my youngest child, which is 8, to tell her to take a shower. And boy, if times changed, she better be looking. I wasn't at home, so I would have put her little tail in the corner talking about some. Oh man, come on. I love my babies though. They the ones that get Jordans, but they feet. Girl, bad. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you how you do this. I'm ratchet. I'm tell y'all. What if I want my kids to clean their room, and my oldest will tell you, if I go in and clean your room, I'm throwing everything away. That's not fair. I paid for it anyway. I can do what I want to do with it. I'm gonna throw all your stuff away. I'm gonna invade your privacy. I'm gonna do all that. If I got to go up in there, show them. I'm gonna do all that. I know these old white folks probably like, where is she at? I told her to bring my medicine at 8 o'clock. So my people ain't even up there. They just don't have to wait. But for real, y'all love my job. And I have told myself, if you follow me on Instagram, you know I'm about to go back to school to get my BSN by way of my MSN. And I've decided instead of becoming a nurse practitioner, I went to get my doctorate in nursing. And yes, it is a thing. It's called a DNP. And why am I setting this extravagant goal for myself? Remember, remember what I said. Change how I view myself. How the things I'm doing now is different than how I was doing before. So this is a lifetime accomplishment for me. It ain't about the money. I can stay where I'm at and make as much money as I want. I can work when I feel like it. I tell people when I want to work. That's just because you're a traveling nurse. You goddamn right. I'm a traveling nurse that don't leave the state. Talk about leveling up and hustling. I know STNAs right now. While don't talk, start sleeping on these STNAs. I know an STNA right now I'm working with making $25 an hour with $100 bonus. That ain't no money to somebody. Before an STNA in my area where the cost of living is pretty fair, that's doing all right for herself. I know LPNs that make more than RNs. I know RNs that make more than nurse practitioners. I know business owners that make more than all of us. As a business owner, I've made more than all of us. I'm gonna go 10:30 because it's gonna take me 45 minutes to get home from where I'm at. So I'm sure I'm gonna have a bunch of fuck this job jokes to tell, but I'll be back. Damn. To talk more shit, but the next subject is probably gonna be about dirty ass people. I think that's what the next one's gonna be about. I like clickbait titles. I guess they thought I was gonna talk about unicorns and shit when I put that up there. I thought I was gonna make a video about baby. Right, right. Man, listen. That's what I be talking about. Like I'm all about us having a conversation and the young people that's coming in and they can see this and they're like, okay, I ain't gotta go pay $100,000 for a degree and still, I like I said, for me it's a lifelong career change. It's just something I wanted to do that I was not able to do before. Because I mentally wasn't there, financially wasn't there, didn't have the right support, and now I do. I have all the support I need to obtain my goal. Girl, bad. I said I was gonna do a video about Kevin Samuels, and I did my labs last night, which was 2 hours long. It, uh, I put Kevin Samuels in there because I did talk about Kevin Samuels a little bit. He did what he had to do. He made shit shake, and then he got on up out of here. Ain't that what we all trying to do? By hook or crook. But they ain't gonna feel that. He made shit shake and got on up out of here by hook or crook. Cause anybody that believed half of that shit he was screaming, he believed you a damn fool. Now that he gone, go look up old Kevin Samuels. He wasn't screaming all that bullshit in the beginning, but wasn't nobody paying attention to him. When he started catering to the angry black woman, making her angrier, he started making shit shake. So yeah, if you still up, because I know tonight Mother's Day and everybody kicking it, doing all that. I don't celebrate Mother's Day, but all more power to them. And people got to work tomorrow. I don't. I'm off for 4 days, maybe 5, depends. I'm gonna be talking about dirty ass people. So if you still up, come holler at me. What I might do is right before I'm leaving work, I might just go ahead and premiere it if I remember. But either way, I am no later than 11 o'clock. I'll be on. Tell your people about me so we can get on here and talk about dirty, ugly, funky, nasty. um, you know, we can even talk about that. Talk about them hustles. How when you sometimes when you go against the grain and you make people hate you, they hate you so much they love you and they help you. We ain't gonna talk about that though. Let me get my ass back in here. I've been out here for 45 minutes. So thank you for listening. Please like, subscribe, and share if you can. If you can't, you know what I'm saying? Just hey, check her out. She crazy, she quirky, she goofy, whatever. I appreciate your support and all that wonderful stuff. I'm gonna go back in here and finish my little piece of job and go home. And until I hop up on this bad baby again, be well and may peace be with you. Holla.